And we're live, and by we I mean me. I am alone. I'm sorry today you have to put up with me, no effect. I hope everyone's doing really well today, guys. I found my train later. I'm not entirely sure what they're up to tonight, but that's okay. I can handle it, probably, maybe. We shall see. Oh, hope everyone's had a good week though. Mine has been exhausting. It's definitely way too warm in the UK still. Looking forward to some cooler weather. And today, guys, we are actually going to be trying out some part of a new format. So, me and Effect have talked about this before. We've discussed on stream the importance of the world having more life to it than just, you know, the main plot points of a quest. And Effect actually had this idea a little bit ago. Sorry, but I'm stealing it. But, we had this idea to essentially spend a week every now and then basically making some quests for some areas. Some little bits of information that people can kind of pull in, and like GMs can kind of use maybe if they're struggling or they want to add a little bit something extra into the world, which could just be some fun little parts. It could be silly things like fetch quests, it could be detailed quests about some kind of, you know, secret or intrigue in the world that just kind of builds upon things that kind of like happen inside the world and kind of really delve deep into some of the lore of the world itself or a region or a person, etc. So they can be anything, really. But we want to make a few of these for GMs who are going to be playing in the world in the future, just so they got an idea of the kind of things that go on, you know? And the reason that we're going to be doing this really is that the world can feel really empty and hard to connect with without things going on like around the party, without there being more happening than just whatever the main plot point is to your campaign. And, you know, to really immerse players into this kind of world that you're presenting them with, you really need something moving around them, something that shows that the world doesn't just breathe when the players breathe. And the side quests and odd jobs, you know, they do this really, really well. It can give them more information about the world, it can give them some secrets, it can point them in the right direction towards things. I mean, it can connect to your main story in some way. It doesn't have to be a unique thing. It could give a little bit more information on a character who is integral to the main story. Or it can just kind of give you something else to be looking out for. You know, in real life, we have so many things that we want to be doing at any given time, and part of that kind of complicated juggling of tasks is what then connects us more to the world around us. Feeling slightly overwhelmed is not necessarily a bad thing. Certainly not if it kind of connects you more to what's going on. So, yeah, that's the plan. Side quests really are just a really good tool for making a memorable setting for a TTRPG party. So we're gonna have a little go at that. Obviously, like I said, no Effect with me today, so far. Secretly hoping he may join later, but we shall see. And I am pretty low energy today, so this is gonna be a low energy stream. It might not be a full-time stream, but we'll see. I'm hoping to kind of keep it going for as long as possible. Well, we'll see kind of how it goes, but yes. So I've made like an outline essentially, and I've made like I've already set all of this up because for once I'm actually slightly organized. But I made this kind of outline here so we can go down to any region. I've just done the primary regions. I say just on the primary regions. We have so many primary regions, it's actually kind of crazy. But I've just done all the primary regions here, and inside of each of them I've done this little kind of outline. So name of a quest, predicted duration, like is this like a 1 session kind of thing, presuming that a session is like maybe 3 to 4 hours. Like how many sessions do we reckon it's gonna take? Level suggestion for the party. So we will be using the Calabrian system leveling for this, which I can get up for us here. Basically, you can go to level 10 in the Calabrian system, so that's what we're going to be thinking about. So levels 1 to 10, where do we think that sits? And how difficult do we think it would be for a group of that level? Presuming average party size is normally between 3 and 6. I should probably actually type all of that down so we know. We'll put it in like small print. Okay. We'll say average party size of 4. Then we'll do difficulty based on okay, that's kind of a part level suggestion actually as well. Based on an average party size of 4, and then just above that we shall pop it here, and we're just going to do this as well. Facing still a bit too much. Okay, well now that's like far too little. I really thought that was going to be like a lot further than that. 0.7. But okay. And here we'll put predicted duration based on average session 3 hours. Okay, I think that gives us some good like ground rules to work with here. So hopefully that makes things a little bit easier to go off of going forward. There we go. So now we have a couple of things down that kind of like tell us roughly what we're expecting of these side quests. And again, these side quests can be like odd jobs fetch quests, you know, classic video game style of, hey, I need 20 blueberries, can you go get me those? Except not nearly that boring, because fuck my life, some fetch quests are the bane of my existence. But we are going to be kind of thinking about those as well as your more serious side quests that could be, say, like 2 to 3 sessions. I think the maximum number of sessions we'd want a side quest to cover, though, is maybe 3. Imagine being boring. Oh my god, Dark Souls, hey, how you doing, man? How you doing? And I could never be boring. Well, actually, I kind of am sometimes, but shush, don't tell anyone. Also, am I hydrating with Monster or am I hydrating with water? I can do, you know, I'll do both. Trying to get some energy in me today. Yeah, UOC, same wavelength, Dark, same wavelength. I have drank plenty of water today, so I feel like a monster's fine. You know what I mean? Who needs sleep? Not me. Then again, I'm ADHD, so like it's not necessarily gonna help. How's your week been, Duck? Tony Stark gets the same wavelength because we're connected. Oh, goodness sake. Do I really want to know? Okay, hit me. Not literally, please, that would like suck. Plus, like, how you would do that through a screen, I don't know. That'd be kind of scary. I mean, if our house might has not been the best either, so, like, you know, let's join us on the let's try and forget about our problems train. By making some silly side quests in Colabria, you know what I mean? Totally not, like, a detrimental thing to do. Obviously that was a joke. But also while you're typing that out, I'm just gonna quickly recap what we're gonna be doing today. So we're gonna be making some side quests to help the world feel slightly more alive, you know? I'm saying that, you know, for a lot of GMs, a struggle can sometimes be making a world immersive, you know? Oh my god, effects here. Do you know how I know? Your Fuji just came online. That's so funny. Wait. Are you alive? You're alive.
I am. Apologies.
You're all good, man. You're all good. Oh my god, wait, I need to, wait, automod, wait, allowed. Sorry, that was really funny. Yes, sorry, Effect. Hello, welcome in.
Hello.
Hello. We're on quest today
Yeah.
because it's about what my brain can handle. So.
Yeah, I
Woo.
saw the little template that you made.
I've actually prepared for stream for once. Isn't it kind of crazy?
I had so many questions already.
You have so many questions already? Okay, right, we'll get there in a second. Let me just see what Duck said. Okay, Duck. Car got written off last Friday. Jesus Christ. Biker decided to be an erratic little thundergun and slam into me at about 90 while I was at 70. Been dealing with police and insurance all week. PEM flare-ups with my... Oh my god, man. You... Okay, that sounds like a fucking shitty week. I really hope things, you know, I hope everything goes well with the whole police and insurance stuff, because that's not fun at all. You have like a dash cam? I hope so. If not, well, I'm sure, you know, things will come to light. Just glad you're okay. You okay? You're not like injured or anything? I hope?
No, he's fine.
I mean, I fucking hope so.
I talked to him about it already.
Yeah, well, yeah, I forget Duck is like a duck wizard, right? So like, pretty much always fine, but...
He's like a duck on my shoulder. He's always there.
Oh, Effect's a good lad, isn't he?
No.
Keeping him occupied.
I'm evil. Brr. Whatever.
I will let you know if that ever becomes believable.
Thank you. You're such a good friend.
You're welcome. Anyway, what is your questions, Effect?
Keeping track of my villain error.
You said you have so many questions. Hit me.
Yes.
Again, not literally, please.
No. I would never.
I mean, through a screen would be difficult, but, you know, vibes.
Absolutely. Anyway. So... I see that you have a predicted duration, level suggestion, difficulty, and an outline.
Mm-hmm.
Can you walk me through because I wasn't there, right?
Okay, so I put it in small print at the top of the document now.
Yes.
So predicted duration is essentially it's going to be like how many sessions do you think it would take if an average session length is about 3 hours, like roughly, if you were to just play through it. To give GMs an idea of like how much it might how much it could distract from the whatever their main plot is.
Just general estimate.
Yeah, just like an estimate, like how many sessions would it roughly take? So if it's like a fetch quest or whatever, that's probably like a 1 session kind of deal. You know what I mean? Whereas if it's like something more in depth in terms of well, it does depend on the players. But that's why we're saying like if you're actually focusing on the side quest and the side quest alone, that's what we're trying to aim for. You know, if you have a super chaos party, then GMs will know that this is like take it with a major pinch of salt, you know. But if you have a relatively good group that get through things, or what would be considered, I guess, the what a lot of people consider to be a normal group, which is not the normal group, but anyway, that's what we're basing it on. Level suggestion and difficulty is going to be based on the average party size of 4. So level suggestion being like roughly what level would your characters need to be. So for example, say there was a side quest in the Scar's Peaks that had the party going and facing a greater drogue, okay, like the most terrifying beast in the primal forests. They're not going to be able to do that at level 1, you know what I mean? Like, don't give them the side quest if they're level 1. They could certainly try, but don't do it, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, the level suggestion will only be from 1 to 10 because that is the leveling scale that we have for the Calabrian system. Pending, I mean, we're thinking about giving the options for multiclassing and other things, but that's like something else, you know. What did you just delete?
Don't worry about it. It's Duck, whatever.
I'm curious now. Oh, wait.
You have level suggestion 69.
Funny though, I'm not gonna lie.
Don't encourage him.
I mean, I didn't say anything. Difficulty then is essentially like, again, for a party of say 4 of that level, like, is this going to be a potentially deadly situation? Is this kind of like an easy walk in the park kind of situation? Is it going to be a reasonable challenge, but no one's going to die kind of thing? That's kind of what we want to base that on. So you know how we have, well, generally speaking, the way that in TTRPGs you would class, say, DCs for things as a GM, you would have things going from easy, which would be like, for example, if we're using a D20 as an example, just because a lot of people know D&D and I can't think of the percentile equivalent on the top of my head. An easy pass would be, say, 10. It's like a 50-50 shot of passing it, right? Of being able to succeed a check, plus your modifiers and everything else. So 10 would be an easy one. 15 would be like a medium difficulty, meaning like, hey, we're starting to struggle here, but like it's possible, but like, you know, you'll probably need some stats. A 20 would be considered hard because, you know, again, you would definitely need some stats to get you there. And a 25 would be considered deadly, meaning obviously there's a high probability of failure. In terms of quest difficulty, deadly would mean there's a good chance that multiple members of the party will go down. Not necessarily die, but go down. Hard would be like, yeah, someone's probably going to go down, but otherwise it should be fine. Medium, no one's really going to necessarily go down, but at least it's going to knock some hit points off. And easy would be, you know, it's probably going to be, you know, no one's going to go down. There's no risk of that. You're probably still going to have some spell slots left, that kind of thing. Does that kind of make sense?
It does make sense.
It's the general scale used in TTRPGs.
Yes, I do have a suggestion about how to like slightly simplify it.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of, it's like I'm listening to what you're saying and everything, and there's just so many variables, right? And I know these are all suggestions; these are not hard set. I do know that. But given the level of, well, moving parts, I should say, in all of these, maybe going by like when you do the difficulties thing, right? To go more down the route of a estimate of threat level rather than that, I guess.
I mean, that's basically what it is, but do you think I should change the word from difficulty to threat level?
No, the word's fine. I think that the explanation that you gave at least to me didn't insinuate necessarily a threat level.
Well, so like I said, so easy would be like no one's going to go down during the quest. Medium would be
that's what, like, if that's the
pretty hard.
criteria, if that's the criteria, then you have fetch quests, right? That like nobody's going to go down, but it doesn't mean that the fetch quest is easy.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, so we should change the word from difficulty to threat then.
Yeah, like,
no,
maybe,
I understand what you're saying, because it might be difficult to find something, but that doesn't mean it's difficult to like survive.
Yeah, or like the environment takes forever to traverse, or it's a particularly rare item. You know, that doesn't mean that it's not difficult to find, and nobody's gonna go down. You know, plus like we have a whole sanity system in place as well, so there's going to be a level of
threat to that as well, I guess,
mental
which
exhaustion.
Is like different to. I feel like that kind of is quite threatening in of itself. Okay, I think, yeah, in that case, you're right. Threat level is a better way of wording it. I see what you're saying now.
Nice. Okay, I'm glad I made sense. Oh, brain.
You do sometimes. I think you have the brain cell, because I don't.
I think last time I had it.
Oh, fuck, wait, who's it? Jack? No, I'm joking.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I think
I haven't seen Jack in a while. He's run off with her completely. Yeah,
I think I think Jack's just left us without the brain cell, permanently gone.
Yeah, it's permanently, yeah.
You know what? They probably forgot they had it and just walked away with it in their brain. You know what I mean? It's we were not going to blame them for that.
Anyway.
Mistakes happen.
So the outline, what is the outline of the outline? Give me the outline.
Well, an outline is just like a description of the quest. Like, this is what the quest is. This is some of the steps that they could do to get there. That's what an outline is.
Does that entail like the lore behind it?
Yeah. So this is basically all the information you need for the side quest.
Gotcha.
In terms of like, hey, this is what this is. So like, hey, like I was saying, some stupid video game fetch quest example, like, hey, I need 20 blueberries to make this blueberry pie. Can you go get this for me? Right? That would be your outline starter. And you'd say, okay, well, this is the area, and this is some of the things that, you know, this is something that they're going to face while looking for that. Like, hey, maybe there's some giant bees or something. Again, I'm using this terrible video game example off the top of my head. But, like, maybe there's these giant bees that really like blueberries and don't like you taking them. You know what I mean? So, like, that's the challenge, right? Part of it. Mm-hmm. And then some informational lore on the area to help with descriptors of the environment. That's essentially what would be in an outline. Does that make sense?
That does make sense.
Oh my god, I made sense. Somebody clip that. No,
now, can you say it again, but that it made sense?
Oh no.
No, you did well. Yeah, that makes sense. So, you made all of the.
Yeah, so all the regions are on here.
You made all the regions. You made all
the primary regions. So Scars Peaks, Obsidian Fells, Tempest Marshes, Great Divide,
Sorry,
etc.
I was trying to think of the word blueprint. You made the blueprint for
and all of them have a blueprint in, so we can just go in and just edit them whenever we want.
Yeah.
See, big brain, kind of, maybe not really. Let's not give myself too much credit. Jesus.
But with this stream, should we go through as far as structure goes, and giving the DMs, because priority right now is to make something that the DMs can use even during work in progress, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we should think of 3 types of quests per zone?
I think that's a good idea.
Fetch quest, combat quest, and story-driven quest. I don't know, random, right?
I would say fetch quest, combat quest, and intrigue quest would be the other one I'd recommend. So it'd be finding a secret or finding information about something. Hey Cam, welcome in. Hi. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good week.
Yeah.
Hope you had a better week than Duck. But what do you think about that? Having the third type be an intrigue type thing.
Yeah, I mean, intrigue is vague enough to be usable even if something doesn't quite fit anything.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think as well. So we'll do combat quest, fetch quest. And fetch quest could be steal this thing from this person too. It doesn't have to be as simple as go to this place and get this thing, right?
I mean, stealing is technically that too.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Depends how you see it. But yeah.
Yeah, if someone tells me go fetch the gold from the bank, I am technically fetching the gold from the bank.
You're technically fetching it, even if that's definitely not what they meant.
Even if it's illegal, it doesn't. It's legality aren't a criteria.
Semantics, you know.
Yeah, just telling a crow. You know how people train crows to steal money?
Yeah, crows are great.
As far as crows go, they're just fetching. You're the one that trained them to steal. They don't know they're stealing.
I like that we're using this to justify some of the fetch quests. It's definitely going to be stealing quests. So yeah, I think what we should focus on with these quest streams, because we're going to add them into our rotation, right? I think this is definitely what we should focus on, is getting one of each type of these quests done for each region. And then we can go back and start adding more of them as we go later on down the line. But I think fundamentally having one of each is just a good place to start. It's just a good place to start.
I'm sure some of the quests will be diplomacy related or whatever, but that's the other category, which we don't need right now.
Exactly. So I think for now it's a good place to go.
Yeah. Should we focus on combat?
Which region do we start on?
Scars Peaks, the one we started with?
Yeah, I think we know the most about Scars Peaks, don't we? We have it. It's the most filled out, I reckon.
I'd say that one, followed by I'd argue the Radiant Steps.
Ironically, we don't have town names done or all the creature names done. I was thinking at least in the Scars Piece we have a lot of the flora and the fauna, and everything else is also finished.
We know how the land works.
Yeah, and we know in depth how the environment, the political and social environment goes as well.
Yeah, which, ironically, we also know for the steps.
Yeah, I still don't understand how we've managed that, to be honest, but hey.
Yeah. Anyway, and I think after that one we have the most on the Tempest Marshes, arguably, and then the Elven areas.
Yeah, the Elven areas we've got pretty fleshed out. Cerulean Coast is quite simple. I mean, that sounds horrible, but the Cerulean Coast would be really easy. That's just a human area. It's pretty much done.
Yeah, it's just Britain, but a republic instead.
It's literally it's pretty much finished. I think the hardest ones would probably be the Reudos Cridi and the Isles of Tarn. They'll definitely be the hardest. But we'll get there.
I mean, even the Reudos Cridi, you have... It's just a different flavor.
Yeah, at least we have stuff there, yeah. Anyway, for the Scars Peaks, for the fetch quest, hear me out. It's gotta be something thieving. There's no way.
There will be many of those.
In the land of sins.
So can we just for my amusement, can we have a fetch quest try to be stealing from the Jesuit quarter?
Oh hell yeah! Oh, hell yeah, we can.
Because obviously, like, we know that the Jesuit will steal, but like, it would be ironic that someone's trying to steal from the Jesuit.
I mean, what if it could just be that someone's trying to get their possession back from a Jesuit, and they know that a Jesuit has stolen it, and they want to get it back.
I mean, that'd all be in the outline, wouldn't it? The context.
Yeah. It'd be like, hey, so a Jesuit guy came up and stole my shit. Can you go get it back?
Yeah.
Which is fun because it gives a little bit of information on the Jesuit as well as like as a race and of the kind of state of that quarter and everything as well.
Bunch of kleptomania.
Yeah, just little guys, you know.
Yeah.
Not threatening at all. They're fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, so if we were to say very, like, I'm gonna type this very briefly and then we're gonna go back and we'll kind of like add a little bit more flavor and text and everything, probably off stream, but we'll see how much time we have. Someone has had something stolen by the Jesuit. Want the party to get it back. Okay, so obviously we need to think about what the something stolen is, because I feel like we should make it a little bit more fleshed out. Let's make it like actual, like a proper quest, like a thought through quest, right? Also, who is the Jesuit? Let's talk about that. So the outline is going to be essentially a step-by-step, here's how the quest is going to play. Like, these are the main plot points, as it were, in the quest. So as you all know, if you've ever run a campaign before on any TTRPG, quite often as a GM, what you'll have to do is you'll make like key plot points, and then everything in between is just improv. Because fuck knows what people are gonna do. They're chaos. It is what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So essentially what we want to do with these side quests is follow that same kind of pattern. Like, obviously we can't predict what every single party is going to do in the reaction to these, right? I love that, already feel now. But yeah, so we can't predict what everyone's going to do. So instead what we'll do is we'll give them, hey, here's like the beginning. So the beginning is, hey, this person has asked you to retrieve this item, which was stolen from them by the Jesuit. Specifically, this notorious trickster called Tezok. Thank you. You know, they think they're in the Jesuit quarter. Can you go find them? Yeah, makes sense. Then what we'll do is we'll do like a middle ground. Like, where are they in the Jesuit quarter? Like, honestly, like, how difficult are they going to be to find, right? You know, it could be that, you know, see, like you say, he's already typing, it's great. But it could be that, like, hey, so-and-so, like, maybe a few Jesuit will be able to point them in the right direction if they achieved some kind of check, or, you know, we can kind of give them a couple of ideas as to clues that can be given as to where to find this notorious trickster. And then we'll have, like, an ending, which the ending of the quest will obviously be, hey, this is the place, this is, like, what's in there, like, maybe there's some other items in there, maybe there's some other fun stuff. Is Tezok, is this trickster gonna, like, are they gonna be there? Are they gonna let them go peacefully? Are they gonna need to fight them, right? Do you see what I mean? Like, we want to find these key plot points, literally beginning, middle, and end. How they get there, what they decide to do to get there, which nodes they tug on, that's up to the players, and obviously we can't predict that. But we can give them a good, solid foundation of, hey, here's where you're starting, here's where you're going, enjoy, right? And I can't wait to see what you're typing here. And for anyone who doesn't know, while he's typing this as well, this is going to be in the city of Rigan, which is the merchant capital, as it were. It's the capital of the merchant isle in the Camarian conglomerate. Rigan has this large Jesuit quarter, which actually, while he types, I'm just gonna show you. And this is on the website, so you can actually go check it out yourself. Isn't that kind of crazy? So yeah, this is Rigan. All right, and down here, this area here, this little maze of slum-like buildings. Now this is the Jesuit Quarter. You can see we've already got a couple of personalities in a couple of places, though we haven't actually finished getting all of them down, but don't worry, I'm working on it. But this down here is the Jesuit Quarter, so it's this maze of slum-like buildings where the buildings are probably not all that, sturdy. There's random passages both over and under the streets that allow them to get around much easier. Easy to get lost in. Hard to find anything in, and that's kind of the whole point. So a really fun area to make players go as part of a fetch quest or some kind of side quest in the world, to just show them a little bit more about, like, hey, like, the Jesuit are in slum areas. What does that tell us about them? What does it tell us about the world? What does that tell us about how Riggin treats them, right? It adds all these questions and intrigue and mystery for the players to then kind of find and discover as they go through playing a campaign in your world. How are we getting on effect? I think he's thinking.
Yes, sorry.
You're all good. Okay, I'm gonna read kind of like what we're doing. So, outline so far. Someone has had something stolen by Jesuit of Riggin. Ta-da. They want the party to go in and get it from the Jesuit Quarter. I'm actually just gonna put you down. Sorry, effect. So this is the basic outline that we've just done. So now we're gonna fill in the details. Who's the Jesuit? Who's the I was about to correct that for you.
Don't worry about it.
He's got it. He doesn't need me to correct anything. He speaks English to the great speak. But yeah, so here we go. We have one of the who's, right? One way you can outline these if you choose to in your own. We're not going to do it for this, I don't think. But one of the ways you can think about side quests is like a who, what, when, where, why type situation. Which is essentially what Effect is doing in writing this small paragraph. Instead of like labeling it out separately, we're kind of putting it into one nice little neat concise package. So we have the who, right? We know it's the Jesuit notorious trickster called Tezok, who, why? Well, in a fit of whimsy, decided to help his sister by retrieving many dice packs of maceweed for one of her wall painting machines. That's insane. In fact, I fucking love that. And the what? Well, there we go. Die packs of maceweed. That's the what, right? So we have the who, we have the why and the what. When isn't really important for this one. We just know that it has happened in the past. He has stolen, past tense. And the where. We know where because they're in the Jesuit Quarter. Perfect. Nice, easy outline for things. Who would have thought English in school was actually helpful for something? Also, maceweed, though.
What about maceweed?
I just like that you're using one of our plants from the world.
Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. I was there when we made it, so I remembered it.
Honestly valid. Can't argue with that logic.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, in terms of the someone, I will do a little bit of information about the guy who's asked them to. So we'll put here. We'll put Tepiwig? No, Jesuit. Okay, Hugh Jesuit, and then we've got Hugh Questgiver. Ooh, where do I want these guys to be from? We have so many little fun areas in the world, it's kind of hard to decide sometimes. I think it makes sense if they're probably... if it's maceweed.
So I was gonna say, this is also gonna determine how difficult the thing is, because if it's like stealing from the embassy, for whatever reason, obviously it's gonna be difficult. If it's just from the market square, that's easier to deal with,
Yeah, I think we could go with market square, because then it's just kind of like a little bit loose, if they find the quest in the market square.
It'll be loose. Could be the green market, the green part of the market square.
Like in this bit, like the number 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like we haven't like this. What type of markets are there? There's a variety there.
Oh, there's like a huge mix of things from all over the place.
Exactly.
As part of it being the merchant capitals, it has a little bit of everything.
Exactly. So I was thinking like one of the stalls, someone had decided to import a bunch of mace wheat, or bring in a bunch of mace wheat to sell, but then obviously some of it has been stolen. It's a great mystery.
Yeah, I think we'll do a human trader though.
It's just a little.
But just a
blue
little
fucker
guy.
Yeah.
We love a little guy. Also, I do
Little
apologize. I'm
annoying.
gonna have to BRB. You're gonna have to carry for a second because there's something going on which I'm not entirely sure what's happening. So 1 second.
Okay.
I trust you.
Okay. So while Sint is away, we'll just kind of outline a little bit more about the market trader. And since Saint has clarified she'd like it to be a human, there is a lot of things we can draw from regarding to humans in this world, given that they are from a variety of the continents, and like the Colabria conglomerate is, as it's stated, a conglomerate of pirates, and they came from all over the world, meaning that we can make it a bit of a foreigner that came in, so to speak, or it could be one of the pirate crews, the many crews from the various domains. Since this is a trade market, the trade capital, it's a big mix of individuals that tends to sort of, conglomerate in here. So we'll say a young market trader called, let's call him maybe Marcus, or something simple, like Marcus, or...
Apologies about that. One of the appliances downstairs was on the fritz, so I could hear it fucking growling.
Yeah.
It's fixed. So how we get on?
I was thinking of going with a simple human name, something like Marcus.
Yeah, I kind of like simple human names. And Marcus is quite a nice name, so I agree with that. So if we think about the naming convention of if they're from the Scar's Peaks, right? We did say that a lot of names, like last names, would often incorporate a word or something to do with their profession. So some examples of people that we've made already for the region. We have Talora Maston, mast being a ship's mast, right? They're like a right-hand man on a ship. Ocean's Crest, right? Again, to do with the waves, they're a captain. So we could follow that convention if we did want them to be from this area. But again, also they could just be from anywhere in the world, really. If they're from the Cerulean coast, obviously it's a hell of a lot more like fluid. They can pretty much be anything they want.
Yeah, I mentioned that already, saying like, since it's a human, that you said you wanted to be a human, we have a variety of places to draw from, and if we are going with a foreigner, then
which I feel like it should be.
It should be a foreigner, I think, because we did make a rule.
It's like the honor among thieves thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if this is someone stealing, not that Jesuit necessarily follow the rules, but I would say that in this particular case, that these guys do have a sense of honor to some extent, and that they would.
Yeah, I agree. A foreigner would make more sense, because otherwise they could just go to like Crown Guard or whatever, like the Merchant Prince's Guards.
Yeah.
Or the Harbour Master, to be like, hey, this guy's stolen from me and I'm a local, and they'd probably handle it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it would explain then why they're asking this random party for help rather than going to more official support. So yeah, on that note, it can really be pretty much anything. Like the Cerulean coast has a much more like, lax convention for naming.
Yeah. We do have like a whole, in the document about the Cerulean coast, we have like a bunch of surnames. They're more so nobility. We don't have to take that specific one, but it gives us an idea about how the names are in that region. I'm gonna quickly find the Cerulean coast.
I found the Cerulean coast. Okay, hold on.
Amazing.
Well, they don't need to be noble family names, to be fair. I forgot that Griff made a suggestion that we have a last name of gibberish and the family is dyslexic. It's actually hilarious. What about, why don't we use Divwind?
Divwind, yeah, sure.
Divwind, Marcus Divwind. I like that one.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you have 6 million Google Docs open at any given time. I feel like they're from the Cerulean coast. Form their stall? Yes, I can speak English, the great speak.
Can you? I've changed I made it a grey color just so that we know we've used it, but it isn't in the Cerulean coast that we used it.
Yes, thank you, that helps. I feel like maybe not saying it's a Jesuit, but giving them like a description is kind of fun.
Maybe, yeah.
And then they have to put 2 and 2 together, you know?
Yeah, but it helps with the DM in this part.
Oh, that's true. This is a GM. Was a Jesuit who ran off to the east. There we go. Because we know they ran off to the Jesuit quarter, so we can say, I know it's Jesuit, ran off to the east of the city. Because as we can see again from the map, the Jesuit quarter is to the east of the market area, which is number 3 here, through to around number 9.
And number 9 lounge. Anyway.
Is it bad that I was thinking kind of the same thing?
Nice. Now we have already a good outline of a fetch quest.
Perfect outline, really. So now we've got to think beginning, middle, and end. So beginning is obviously quest giver, right? Gives the quest. Middle is identifying and finding that it is this person called Tezok, right? And that this is why he did it. Then we want to think of a few things that can be done. Did you both just really reference no one I like? Maybe, Duck? Maybe. Depends, is it going to make you turn the stream off? If it is, then no. I don't know what you're talking about.
He would say the same joke. Don't even...
We're not that weird, I swear. So maybe we are. I don't fucking know, man. I'm losing my mind.
Get you one too? Alright. Alright, mate. Cool.
Well, there you go. That says that then, doesn't it? Okay, so let's think about clues. Well, not clues. What's the best way? How can we word this? This is like the how. Like, how can you find them? I'll think of better ways to word this later. So let's think of a few ways that they might be able to identify that this was, in fact, this Jesuit, and that this is where they are or why. You know.
You know what we can do?
What's that?
Since obviously we'll just continue doing as it is on the document, but for future, you know how we have encounter tables?
Mm-hmm.
We make quest tables.
Oh yeah, that's my plan.
That we can
ahead of you, buddy.
That we can make as like printed cards. You know?
Yeah. Oh no, I've already thought about that. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to make quest cards. So you know how we have character cards.
Yes.
Not the small ones. The again, if we go on here, we can find a thing. So that, like this character card here. So I want to make side quest cards, basically the same kind of style. Obviously not people, not all this information like this, but like a side quest thing, like having in this box, like one box having like the predicted duration level, suggestion and threat level, and then having in another box, well, here's the rundown of what the quest is, like the introduction to the quest, as it were, and then another one just having like the what we're about to say here, like how, like what clues can they give, what information can they find to help lead them from A to B.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was thinking. So I'm glad we're on the same wavelength, because that is absolutely what I wanted to do.
Fine. You don't need me then, I guess. Goodbye.
Okay, well, shut the fuck up. You know I need my brain cell.
Alright.
It's you, by the way. You are my brain, so.
Cool. I'm all jiggly. So it's just fat.
Whoa, no. Don't fat shame your brain like that. I'm kinda crazy. So
Doesn't
rude.
that just mean I'm praising myself for intelligence? Or is the size of a brain not equivalent to...
Well, like, isn't the brain a muscle? Or is the heart? Wait.
The heart is a muscle. The brain is a bunch of neurons.
Alright, this is getting too smart for me. Yeah, in fact, you leave Satan and no one brain cell in peace. Thank you, Doug. Thanks.
Duck, I'm going to delete your message.
I have one brain cell and then one brain cell that like wanders around different people. So sometimes Effect has it, sometimes I have it. That's quite rare though. Sometimes Jack has it, sometimes Flux has it.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes the barista at the place that I run D&D once a week has it, because we keep saying shit at the same time and it's kind of scary.
Same brain. Good.
I literally gave them a lift home the other day and an ambulance went past and both of us at the exact same time went wee woo, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, honestly, we both broke down like laughing.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was so bad.
Okay, anyway. Your brain. Stop.
ADHD.
Shush. Wow. So I guess the way we should do it is we should have a clues bit where we'll say like an amount of, because I'm assuming that this guy wasn't exactly subtle.
I feel like he doesn't think he has to be because he's just stealing from an outsider. And who's gonna stop him?
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like,
yeah.
The clues of theft are not subtle. They are present and show in the form of like, I don't know, like traces.
Wait, we can start real simple, right? So clues. Real simple.
No, clues. Definitely. Sorry, go on.
Okay, no, you're right. I should have had the question marks on there. Clues. No, so clues. So we can start obvious, right? The thief is id, a Jesuit. So either a mind roll or talking to people could identify that there is a Jesuit quarter, right? Where most of them live.
Well, we could even open up with finding out if it is a Jesuit, and we should like think about what is notoriously Jesuit.
The like pale blue skin, pointy teeth, beady little eyes.
Yeah, those are like visual identifiers, but more so like what would they leave on a crime scene that would indicate, okay, this is something Jesuit would do, or that is commonly Jesuit.
Like they just leave it a mess. Jesuits are just like chaos gremlins.
Gunpowder maybe.
We don't really have gunpowder yet though.
The sulfur, whatever the equivalent we have of that. So
we do have sulfur in the ashen wastes. Yeah.
There you go. And they would still work with that since that's their home earth.
Like they leave a distinct smell of sulfur behind. Oof.
I meant more like sulfur powder.
Like little sulfur smudges on things.
Yeah, why not? I'm just thinking that that's an idea. Doesn't have to be the idea.
Jesuit. What is it so often associated with the Jesuit? What's it called? Like smiths? Tinkerers?
Tinkerers, yeah.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah. And we can have... Hold on, let me look at something quickly, sorry.
How dare you look at things? That's fine.
Doing a... No, go on. An awareness check, maybe. That will tell if
Oh, so this
you
is
can
like
see-
an awareness if you see the fingerprints? Yeah.
if you can see it, yeah, that's what I mean.
This is probably a better way to do it, actually. For the weapon system, chat system. Where's the one I was thinking of? Reading people in situations, I think, could be an insight. I mean, to be fair, it would be a straight mind roll to just think, like, do I know this? So mind or dialogue. Depending on if they're gonna talk to someone or just trying to remember. Okay, and then we can do it this way. Okay, so awareness check first at the stool, obviously. Fingerprints left behind themselves, smudges on things they moved. Something is often associated with Jesuit tinkerers. Mind or dialogue check. Thieves of Jesuit, either checking one's knowledge or talking to people could identify that there is a Jesuit quarter where most of them live. Dialogue or awareness check. The Jesuit quarter is a maze of streets. Could ask around if anyone knows where to find tinkerers or investigate for more sulfur marks. Alright, that kind of makes sense.
I also added oil splotches to be something that also is...
Yep, good shout. It's another thing. They do have that weird, like, oily water stuff again in the ashen wastes.
We just show more marks.
Yeah, more
That
marks.
way it's...
Yeah.
We don't have to name everything. Alright.
I feel like maybe when they find the guy's place, like, there's so much sulfur there that they need to roll Constitution to see if they can get over the wanting to throw up.
Blah.
Yeah, it's like the worst smell in the world. I fucking hate the smell of sulfur. Okay. Resolution-wise... I feel like resolution-wise, it's kind of up to them, up to the GM. Like, is Tesla going to be there? Is he not? Like, that's kind of up to the GM to decide. So this way, we're just giving them the options, right? Like, hey, here's some information about the situation, right? We know that they're like a notorious trickster. They obviously tinker with things. They probably make some random shit to help them steal. We could do like a possible loot, optional loot or something section. Did you put blues in brackets? I need to know that. Fuck's sake. To be fair though, I think this is kind of enough information. Or maybe once we expand it out a little bit, like off stream, make it more flowery and interesting.
I have an idea.
Go for it.
The sulfuric smell is mixed with crispy bites, which is like a crispy is one of the, you know, the deep muddy green, like the balls, like the leafy balls. They are crops. They're harvested. They're often eaten with like.
Oh, so you mean like there's just like food left around as well? That's horrific.
Yeah, like because like a sulfuric. Like imagine like sulfur mixed with like spinach that has a fishy smell.
No, thank you. I'm good.
Plus, the bites would have like a bushy shape to it. Disgusting.
Actually horrific. I don't want to think about that. Mix it with an after smell of elderberries and raspberries. Make it hostile at beginning but followed with a soothing smell to confuse people. Oh my god. I mean, that would essentially sum up a Jesuit in one smell. Confusing.
Listen, not all Jesuit are like this, but this guy definitely...
This guy seems to be the definition of a chaos gremlin.
This guy is a stereotype, for sure. That's why he's notorious. The other Jesuit, he makes a bad name for them.
Yeah, they're like, oh my god, man, can you just tone it down this time? Fucking hell.
Right, so what's the predicted duration? 2 sessions? A session?
Yeah, well, you could do this in one. I could easily, this is a one shot for me.
Okay, let's do average predicted duration.
Well, we are going to put this on the page, so based on average session length of 3 hours. So
well, for this particular...
Oh, I see what, okay.
Well, just because I meant like just an average prediction for this particular quest.
Yeah, but that's what predicted duration is. It's an average predicted duration. Because of course it's going to be the average.
But this one takes into account the entire session. This just takes into account the duration of the quest.
Yeah, no. Like, predicted duration is going to be like, it's X number of sessions, one session being average of 3 hours.
Yeah, it's alright, so...
Yeah, so you don't need to put that.
And just one session then.
Yeah, I think this is like a one session job. This is like a one shot length.
Yeah, if a normal average session is 3 hours, then yeah.
That's generally about the average, I think. Most tables run between 3 and 6 hours, but like most games are on the lower end of that.
All I've ever done was 6 hours.
Oh my god, dude. I run 4 hour ones. I find it's quite a nice number to settle with. Well, I do 3.5 actually, but like 4 hours is the total, like meeting up, sitting down, getting shit done, right? And then packing up at the end. It's quite a nice length.
That short of a session.
It's really, it don't feel that short. It feels fucking long. Level suggestion could literally be 1 to 10. Like you could do this at any level. This is not like a threat level easy.
Minimal, yeah.
I don't think, I don't think this is gonna be like.
No, it's just confronting Loki, essentially.
Yeah. I mean, unless like a party decided to really fuck with the Jesuit and try and kill them or something, but even then that's up to the GM. Like it could just be that just a guy, you know what I mean? They don't need to be special, super powered or anything.
Yeah, like as far as the quest goes, it's easy. But what the party does is not part of the quest.
Exactly. So this is just if this is a basic standard quest run on a basic standard table, presuming that everything is average. Easy. Because Clue and Intel are the same thing, kind of. Cool. What are we gonna call this quest? What's the name of this fetch quest?
color chaos.
What?
Like color chaos?
Color chaos. Oh, I love it. I will put in brackets. Fetch quest.
Yes.
Okay, predicted duration 1 session, level suggestion, basically any level, threat level easy. We have the outline. We know who's giving the quest. We know who the target of the quest is. We know what kind of clues and intel can get you from place A to place B. And that's pretty much all we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. 1 quest down only took 1 hour and 11 minutes into stream. That's because we were doing some talking beforehand, so it's fine. Okay, should we try and do the combat quest next?
Yeah, we can.
Combat quest could be interesting. I mean, again, if we're sticking with Merchant Isle for these, just because that's the one we have the most fleshed out, this could easily be like a caravan combat quest.
That is true.
Like a, hey, these caravans keep getting attacked by something between here and Rek. Or between Rek and Politnik or something, or whatever, right? Can you maybe go with them and try and, you know, find out what's attacking them and maybe kill the things attacking them, right? Kind of vibe?
Yeah.
No, not once and for all. The area. So this one is a broad one. We don't need to say between A and B, because this is, doing something like this is a nice open one that can be between any 2 places, right? This could be in any area, any 2 places, in the Scars Peak specifically, because what we'll do is we'll do like a creature from the Scars Peaks for this one. So if we find our fauna document, which is here, and we have a lot of stuff. We have a lot of stuff. Is this actually going to be more in the other document?
Yeah, I just opened the Merchant Isle bestiary to check on...
Because we can make something for this as well. Slightly out of the scope, but... Because most of the stuff we have is for the primal forests in the Scars Peaks. But obviously there's a hell of a lot more than that.
Yeah, I mean, for example, I was looking at the Gore Glob because it is listed as one of the only predators in the Merchant Isle itself.
Yes, toad-like creature with dense, hard white fur for camouflage. Their mouths are black, crusty, and wart-covered with leathery protrusions, which are used to grind the gravel growth for digestion. The grinding sound is typically quite loud and often heard from a distance, adding to the isle's natural ambience. They often hibernate in the open icy plains, causing their fur to imitate a grassy patch. If mistaken for terrain, a misstep atop it can lead to painful bites. Yeah, they can be quite dangerous.
Yeah, because I was thinking, like, if we're doing something like a cart or something, like a merchant cart, right?
So we can say that gore globs have, like, settled down on the road, basically.
Yeah, and they're trying to, like, traverse the area, but they can't. They stepped in, and some of the merchants are stuck there, and then as a survivor bunch have retrieved to the outskirts of Riggin, and are like,
being like, they got attacked, help!
They got attacked, to help us. You know, it's like just the outskirts of Riggin. You know, it's like,
yeah, because I mean, a gore glob will eat what steps on it. You know what I mean? Like, it will.
Yeah, if it's a foot, it's a foot. You know what I mean?
Like, food is food.
Yeah, if someone steps on it, it will eat the foot. Like, it'll separate it at the ankle and eat it.
So how do we spell that? Gore glob. A group of.
A group of, yes.
Gore globs have migrated to the road and settled there. As they blend into the snowy terrain, they have been being stepped on by passing caravans. And thus eating. Those unfortunate unit enough to do so. Because that's funny as well, because it's like, we don't even know what attack does. Like, 1 minute it was fine, and the next minute people were screaming. You know what I mean? It's that kind of vibe. And like, we just ran. Cowards.
The floor started to eat us. Help. The road ate us.
Like, the road, like, suddenly moved.
Yeah. I mean,
there's something
cool.
down there. That's fucking terrifying, actually. Can you imagine?
Yeah, exactly. This is great.
Like, holes opening up in the floor, and suddenly, like, fucking foot is being eaten. Yeesh. No, thank you. Okay, so that's the what, right? Okay, so let's think about the quest start, okay? So who's let's think about the who. So okay. A road devoured, I like that. Combat quest, yeah. So is it a few merchants maybe, or is it a few guards who've maybe like survived one of these instances, like ran back to the...
I'd say merchants, because if we do guards, then there's nothing stopping from those guards to fight.
Oh, we could say that there's a merchant who's been waiting for like a supplies for a while and hasn't got it because they've been like, because of something going on the road kind of thing.
Yeah, and then the further up you go to investigate, then you find survivors who don't know what to do, you know?
Because then we have that intrigue straight away, right? Because we're saying, like, we don't know what this is, but the merchant's just been waiting for far too long for this supply caravan they're waiting for. Something is stopping them getting to them. They want the party to find out what's happened. And hopefully make the road safe again. Or, I suppose, find out what's happened and, yeah, and make the road safe again works. Perfect. Easy. We need to think of a name for them, but we'll get there. So, mid... west. Okay, so this is the way I'm gonna do this, actually. I'm gonna do this like a start, middle, end kind of situation. Can't speak English. Never can, but that's not the point. Quest will end when the party has eliminated the migrated group. Or made them move on. Technically, I guess you wouldn't need to technically kill them if you can just find a way to make them move on, but like it's a to make it safe quest, right? So bonus points if they manage to secure the merchant's caravan / goods. Yeah, makes sense?
Makes sense, yeah.
Okay, so what clues can we give that they're Gorglobs? I feel like this is where we need a little bit of an explanation about what a Gorglob is, right? And what they might notice. So then we're gonna do clues / intel again. So patches of grassy texture in the roads would be an obvious one, right?
White patches, yeah.
White grassy patches in well-traveled roads wouldn't normally last, right?
Yes, yeah.
I'd say that in they're relatively evenly shaped as well, like little circles almost.
Yeah, they would be.
Okay, and this would be an awareness check. We could even do like, because he's just saying, hey, I think you should go and find out what's happened to my caravan. We could even do like an insight check. To be like, does the merchant actually know that maybe something's taken it out? Like, do they know more than they're letting on?
Yeah, we can do that.
Because basically if they're saying that the merchant is like, hey, I've been waiting for the survival caravan, don't know why they're not here, haha. Can you go figure out what's happened? Like, it's like, no, they know that, like, that, like, they've definitely been attacked by something, you know? Like, there's something dangerous going on out there. So it's like, hey, this is actually going to be slightly more dangerous than you think. Then the awareness check to be like, yeah, these are white grassy patches that are randomly scattered and strangely circular. Probably not supposed to be on the hard road. Little strange. What else can we throw in there? Maybe a nimbleness to not step on patches. Could be fun. Because, I mean, how do they draw them out? How do they draw the gorglobs out of the ground without, like, just stepping on them?
Well, maybe finding out what their diet is helps. Which is the gravel.
Yeah. So, maybe a mind check or a dialogue check to ask if they're already out there. It'd be a mind check to see if they know what these things.
A mind check or an awareness check to see if there's any residue of their diet around that isn't humanoid.
I like that. Gravel growth. Mind check, I checked. I'm fucked. I'm also fucked if I ever have to do a mind check in real life, buddy. Trust me. It's rough, duck. It's rough. At least not alone, hey? I fail mind checks in real life on a daily basis, can confirm. We could say they could also do a nimbleness check to prod it and not get caught by it to make it come up. Another thing I would definitely check. I would fail at that check. Nimbleness check. Okay, I think that's the kind of like intel we have. Like the clues and intel. Hey, here's how you can make them rise up and then you gotta kill them, right? Easy. Oh, you filled in our who. Talk to me. What's the who?
A half-orcish merchant called Leary Choktuk
Love that.
has been waiting for a general goods supply caravan.
I like that.
Because I want to, like, if a DM wants it to be a specific type of supply, that's fine. But I just called it general goods.
But by saying general good, it kind of leaves the door open, which is definitely what we want to do. We don't want to railroad too much. Even though we are making these quests for them, we still want to give them some chances to kind of like, you know, change them slightly for themselves, and having just a general goods thing is definitely a way of doing that.
Exactly.
Duration. Again, I feel like this is a one duration type deal, like a one session.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a, like, I think, I was saying before you got here, in fact, I think that the longest we would want a side quest to be is 3 sessions, maximum. You know, any more than that and you're derailing from the main plot points too much. So that's kind of what we're thinking. Level suggestion. Now I haven't made the Gorglob stat sheet, but let's have a look at what they are again. So twilight creature with dense hard white fur for camouflage. So hard white, dense. Okay, so it's probably going to have a relatively low hit chance. Like it's going to be quite hard to hit, so that's fine. Obviously they grind food. Painful bites. Yeah, okay. I think this could be relatively low. I would say maybe level 2+, right?
Agreed. Yeah.
I think one is too low. We'll do that for this one as well. We'll put 1+ on this one. But I think 2+ is reasonable.
Yeah.
Level 1's definitely not high enough, but yeah. Threat level, let's say medium. I don't think this is a deadly situation or like a hard situation. Like I don't think anyone's gonna get downed necessarily in a combat like this.
Yep. We'll say there is easy, medium, hard, then deadly.
Yeah, those are the levels I was thinking. Yeah. So I think, you know, easy again being that like you're probably still even going to have mana and stamina left to use at the end kind of vibe, you know? You haven't even used all your abilities type thing. Medium, you've had to really like use what you have, but like none of you have gone down. Hard would be like, yeah, maybe 1 or 2 of you's gone down. Deadly, maybe someone's died. That's kind of where we're at, right? In terms of scaling. So I think this one, like, yeah, you're going to have to use the skills you have. Definitely. You're probably not really going to have any mana or stamina left at the end of it. But reasonably, if you're using your abilities and things, you shouldn't. No one should go down.
And if you're higher than level 2, then you're definitely going to be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is for like the lowest. This is the threat level medium. Exactly. The lower end of this spectrum.
Yeah. Plus, we'll play test this anyway, so.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And I finished the witch class, so we can have some people play some witches to playtest them.
That'd be sick, yeah. We're almost done with that as well.
Yeah, I mean, the witch is completely done. I'm still working on... I mean, the character sheets, I've finished making the character sheets too. The Colabria system. Which is something I don't think I've really talked about on stream, but that's the thing that's done. So we're really, really close to having things done. Like ready to playtest. Certain aspects are actually completely ready to playtest now. Like I said, that we can actually completely playtest the witch now. So if I make some of the monster sheets for these guys, we can actually playtest this like next week even. Like that's a bit too soon because I'll need to plan it and everything, but like that's how ready we are, which is kind of insane to say out loud.
Yeah.
But yeah, crazy. Okay, amazing. That didn't take us that long. That only took us like an extra 20 something minutes. So, we happy with this one? We happy with this combat quest?
I'm happy with it, personally.
So we got Color Chaos, a Road Devoured. Let's think of an Intrigue quest.
So what do you say about Intrigue? What is a typical...
It could be, hey, I need you to go find out this information. Like, I think this is going on. Can you confirm it? Or it could be...
Ooh, okay.
Wanna go on?
I have an idea.
Well, that was quick.
So you know how we have like the whole like bounty system in place? Mm-hmm. And you know how sometimes we have troll bounties and things like that, right? Yes,
that's actually written into... I think I made a page for that on the website yet, but yes.
I don't think but we have a document that definitely says that.
We do, yes, the Snow School Inn, I think it's called, yeah.
Yeah, how about we do an intrigue test? Because what is the name of the dude?
Let me get
There's a guy, there's a guy that deals with bounties not in Riggin, it's a different one.
It's in Rec. It's the Snow School something or other. Pretty sure. Snow Schools and Inn. So, central hub of the traveling community. Was it? No, it's Blizzard's Bounty. Sorry, Blizzard's Bounty.
Blizzard's Bounty.
To have the bounty hunting group running from it, known for accepting many jobs, not all of which are legitimately organized or for the reasons they state. It's run by a guy called Jeff Lawhart, who's a half troll male. He's a bit of a trickster, and you never know if he's being serious or not.
Cool. Great.
Yeah.
I was thinking of doing a bit of an intrigue quest about finding out whether a specific bounty is a legal bounty or a trick. So you're trying to find out and investigate someone's crimes.
Oh, I see. So
You're
it's
trying to
like
find
you get given the
You're trying to
bounty,
find
and then
out.
you're actually trying to identify if it's real or not.
Exactly. You're trying to identify if this person has actually committed any crimes that they're accused of. It's basically
I
like
like
an
that.
intrigue of like watching people and stuff like that.
We could do it where like like are they trying to prove someone's innocence or guilty, basically? So
Yeah, it could be that the actual guy who
has gone to them and been like, someone's put a bounty on my head and
Yeah, someone's put up. Yeah, like to help me prove my innocence.
that could be really cool actually. That could be really fun.
Yeah, there you go.
I like that. Okay, so
Like, who did it to me? You know, if it's someone like more tough, they'll be like,
I
who
like
did this
that.
to
Like
me?
who put this fake bounty on my head?
Yeah, like I need to find him, then I'll kill him.
Like I need to know, like I need to know who put this bounty on me because it's ruining my life, man.
Yeah, whatever, you know. Okay, you don't have to be sassy. It's okay.
It's staying in there, buddy. Okay, someone's approached the party claiming that someone has put a bounty on their head at the Blizzard's Bounty, and none of it is true. Totally, sure. They want to know who put it up, and why. Yeah, easy, nice, easy intrigue. Now this obviously has two possible ways of it going. Option 1. The party follows through with this, and they find out who put it up and why. Option 2. The party collects the bounty.
Yeah.
This is a twofold quest. Okay, so scenario 1. Party looks into the situation and identifies who and why. Scenario 2. We'll fill in beneath both of these the same way that we have above. Party collects on the bounty by taking the person to the Blizzard's Bounty. Dead or alive. Cool, makes sense. There we go. 2 scenarios. So, scenario 1. Let's pretend that the party actually does what is suggested for them to do. Crazy thought doesn't often happen, but that's not the point. So, let's pretend this has happened. So who? And why? Those are our 2 main questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then clues/intel.
So since this is clearly stationed in rec,
Well, not necessarily. I mean, this could happen anywhere.
it could, yeah. I'm just kind of looking at I forgot we have a place called Ships and Giggles. Amazing.
Yeah, it's a shipwright, isn't it? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is.
I think the map is up for rec on the way.
It is. I'm looking at it right now. Well,
And R's potions and stuff.
We are so funny.
I mean, knowing us, that was probably someone else named that one.
I think it was Barnax.
It probably was. Or Griff. I miss Griff.
I don't think the Griff was around when we were writing this one in particular.
I don't know, they've been around for a long time.
Yeah.
They didn't always contribute though, mind you, that's true. They'd often just be in chat, but they wouldn't say so much. Either way, anyway. So let's just think of the who. Like, who's put the bounty on their head?
I'm thinking of a dwarf.
A dwarf?
Yeah.
Okay. A dwarf.
Like someone from like Paletnik or something.
Called X from Paletnik. Can't spell Paletnik now. I can correct that later. So why has he put the bounty on them?
Wait, who are they?
Do we have Comorian people? Let's scroll down real quick. So we have actually done Paletnik. We haven't made the map yet. So in Paletnik we have the Ordra Andrulis, which is the Paletnik ship, right? It could be to do with the ship scurry. The annual ship race that determines basically who gets the contract with the merchant navy. Maybe they stole. Maybe they used to work for, say, the Ordra Andrulis. And this dwarf is one of the higher ups there, or like a foreman or whatever on the ships. I don't know what you call it. And they've actually just gone and now they're working for a different shipwright. And like telling them all their ideas and stuff. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, go with that.
I feel like that's kind of a fun one. Paletnik's pretty cool, actually.
Oh my god, we have like a whole list of names that we wrote down. Oh my god.
No, they're all named people. Named people and places. They're like all sorted. I just need to make the maps.
Yeah. No, as in like possible names at the bottom of the list.
Oh shit, is there? Oh yeah, that was Lee. That was really funny. Lee just gave like shit tons of names for like loads of stuff. I just copy and pasted it in because I couldn't be asked to type like 700 names that he gave.
Kaz Lecoq.
So not surprised that that's one of them.
Hans Flammenworf. Amazing.
Head shipwright. Udra Undralis. Scrolly. Went too far. Reach nest. Litnik, there it is. I'm trying to remember the name of the
Udra Adulis.
Oh jeez, why are you shivering size? Because I'm actually typing quite small in this document. Oh.
Itsy bitsy.
Where are they? Where is this person working now? Where's the? Let's have a look at some other shipwrights. You got the trusty raft. Ships and Giggles, which is still very funny to me. What's Reagan's one? Or does Reagan doesn't have one, does it? The other ones will do.
Doesn't have one, no.
Yeah, so the other places. So they can work for Ships and Giggles now, because that's funny.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm putting X and Y because we don't know the names yet. Like, we don't know who the person is, right? So the dwarf, whoever they are, from Politnik, who's put the bounty on them, has put it on them because they are a head shipwright at Ordra Andrulis in Politnik. And the person they put the bounty on used to work for them until they jumped ship, pun intended, to work for Ships and Giggles in Wreck. This is ahead of the ship scurry race, and they are worried about them handing over their plans and ideas to the competition. Baldric, name sorted. Fucking love it. Okay, the dwarf's called Baldric. We got a last name. Any idea for a last name?
I'm just looking at what the naming conventions are for dwarves. I know that they don't matter for these guys, but I'm just looking.
Well, for one's born in the thing, I think they're just. I can't remember actually what we've named them so far. Did we come up with naming conventions? I know we did.
That's what I mean. I can't even find a picture in your document.
They're quite fancy fucks, aren't they? So.
They are. They're very, very fancy.
I can find the. It would be in the Hymean Rises, wouldn't it? Document, or is it under? This is when we have too many documents, guys. But it should be in the Hymean Rises document. Stats, Pantheon, Kaisergrim. Found it?
I found the Hymean Rises document.
Ah, incredible. We have what they're insulted as being called. And yeah, they have the names that represent their forges, from which forge do you belong, as the identification requests, and insults, strong sense of home. Yeah, we don't really have much on
Yeah, we haven't really named anyone, I don't think, in there. We don't even have the name.
We haven't named any of them, no, that's true. We need to go back and maybe finish that off in a next stream or something.
Maybe, yeah.
It could be the next jump we do. For now, I like the name Baldric. Some kind of, like, fancy last name to do with their, like, profession or something could be fun. They could just also not have last names. But I think if they're fancy fucks, they would, though.
They would have, like, a middle name, too, wouldn't they?
Oh, almost certainly.
Silas.
Baldric Buttercup.
Okay, Duck. You're just
like
meaning...
do you know what? That sounds like a Teppy wig to me.
It does.
Can you put that in a name document somewhere for Teppy wigs?
Sure.
It's just the name Buttercup. Sounds like a Teppy wig name to me. You know what I mean?
It really does.
How about Baldric Avarice? And then maybe something to do with profession for a last name.
Hammerwield.
Hammerwield?
Yeah.
Baldric Avarice Hammerwield. Oh man, that is a fucking name.
Maximus. No, Duck.
I mean, I'm tempted. No, I'm joking.
No.
Sorry, not sorry, lol. Biggest Dickers. No, it's a Monty Python sketch for anyone who doesn't know. So Baldric is the head shipwright at Udra Andrulis in Politnik. Okay, what about the name of the who's the person who's approached the party who has the bounty on their head? Human's the most common around this area, so we could go human just to keep it chill. So human name, a basic bitch human name. Joking. Let's make it a woman. We haven't made many women in this. So let's make it a woman.
Maya.
I like that.
Maybe
M-A-Y-A or just M-Y-A? Or M-I-A?
M-A-Y-A.
M-A-Y-A, yeah?
Yeah. Maybe she's from the, like, originally from like the J Maya.
Ooh, I like that.
What is biggest dick is be the person.
It's a Monty Python reference. He's making a Monty Python reference.
I know he is.
And I love it. I love Monty Python. Oh, so underrated. That makes me want to watch Life of Brian again. And Live at the Hollywood Bowl. Ugh, decent. Okay, last name then. So if they're from the Jade Mire, we don't really have much of a naming convention for the Jade Mire, actually.
No. We do know that like that area specifically is very inspired by like Latin America, isn't it?
Yeah, so having like maybe just slightly more interesting, not so much, definitely not profession based, I don't think. Well, like Maya, like Uvra. Sounds fun. Sounds interesting. Or Zuvrat. Sounds slightly weird, but very Jade Mire to my brain.
Zubrat. Yeah. Zubrat.
You're not the Messiah. You're a very naughty boy. Okay, this is very random, but my siblings' nickname in school was Jesus because they have long hair. My dad was a vicar. They look very much like how Jesus would probably have looked. Like, you know, that isn't actually looked like very tan skin, very, you know.
Wait, sorry, just unrelated, sorry.
Mhm.
Can we go with Zuvaz?
Yeah, go for it. But yeah, so their nickname was that in school, and once we became aware of Monty Python, well, I wanted to get them a t-shirt that had "He's not the Messiah, he's a very nasty boy, a very naughty boy" on it. I wasn't allowed to because my dad was like, "No, you can't do that because that looks wrong." It would have been so funny because that was their nickname. Anyway, Maya Zufraz. I like it. Okay, so...
Zuvaz.
Okay, cool. We nailed it already. Okay, so clues-wise. How do we find out who... How do they identify who put the bounty on them? So, I mean, I guess one option is they travel to the Blizz's bounty, right?
Hmm.
And ask, right? Might have put it up. This would be a dialogue. Dialogue and or insight check. Thanks. So I'm gonna put this could give more general clues, e.g. they are from Litnik. Or they are a shipwright. Right, so this doesn't have to be direct, but it can be something that kind of like gives us a little bit of an idea of where they are, perhaps. Moves the story on, moves the investigation on. Okay. So then it would be an awareness check to maybe if they see the bounty as well, like look for handwriting and stuff, right? Look. Or I guess an awareness check for like looking for the shipwright, right? You just said shipwright, right? And just right doesn't sound like a word. Two different kinds of right. Yeesh. Person just described. Well, they're a shipwright or a description of person, but with No name. Okay. And then it would be a dialogue. Yeah, a dialogue or presence maybe for intimidation.
Sorry, I got a little distracted.
No, it's okay.
I'll wait for us to do more cookbook stuff. I'm just looking at food all the time. I just saw someone use a what's it called?
Use a
Yorkshire pudding as a bowl.
Yeah, that's what you do for Todd in the Hole.
No, but they're putting like chicken curry in there.
Oh damn, that'd be nice to be fair.
Yeah.
Love a Yorkshire pudding.
I've never had one.
Oh man, they're so easy to make. It's basically like pancakes. Oh, well, English pancakes.
No, I've seen it. I want to try one.
Yeah, super easy to make, hard to master. Good though, genuinely great. Okay.
Duck agrees.
Duck definitely agrees. Okay, so dialogue or presence check to ascertain in conversation why they did what they did, bonus points if they can get them to take the bounty down. Presence is obviously for like intimidation type stuff. It's about being big and taking up space. For anyone who doesn't know, that's in the stats system. But yeah, okay, I think that's good. So then obviously scenario 2, the party collects the bounty by taking the person to Blizzard's bounty, dead or alive. I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think we really need to explain that one or give any clues to that one. The person has literally come up to them. They can literally just fucking say...
Yeah, I mean, they can do it then or do it later. But
yeah.
Either way, if the decision is to collect the bounty, they will do it.
Yeah, either way, they've already identified who the bounty's on because they've said it themselves. They know where to take the bounty because the bounty's been put on at Blizzard's bounty, so they know to go there, right? So, like, easy. I don't think we need to say it. You're a man of culinary taste. What can I say? Yeah, I look, man, I agree. I fucking love Toad and Hole. Love a Yorkshire pudding. Fucking 10 out of 10, man. Alright, what are we calling this one? Maybe something to do with the ship scurry. Or, like, the ship.
Scurred bounty.
We could literally call it jumping ship because that's so many puns on so many levels.
Sure, yeah.
Because to jump ship is obviously to give up on one thing for another. But then it's also like, you know, literally going from one shipwright to another. And now they're trying to jump ship out of having a bounty on their head as well. So it's just kind of funny on all... Yeah, thank you. I was just looking at... I wanted that. Cool. And that actually takes us up to our 2-hour mark as well. But let's do predicted duration. I'd say this is a 2-session situation.
Yeah.
Depending on which option they do, obviously. It could be a 1-session situation, but let's say 2 if they follow through with the first, the originally intended scenario. So we'll do 2 sessions. Level suggestion. I mean, you're going to have to do a fair bit of traveling, discussing... You know, there's road safety and everything else
3.
as well. I'd say 3. Yeah, 3+. But in terms of threat level, I'd say...
Easy or hard?
I'm going to say easy or medium. Easy to medium. Because it's definitely not... Like, it very much depends on how they go about doing it, right?
Works with me, yeah.
So, easy to medium dependent on their approach. And how they go about trying to get the information, right? Which clues they want to go for, and if they use presence, for example, and fail the check, then you've just failed to intimidate someone. Good job. That's obviously then going to become more medium.
Agreed. Yeah.
But I do think that works. On that note, though, that takes us up to our 2-hour stream mark. And that's kind of crazy. I think we've done really well. I think we've done very well in setting kind of a basis for what we want to do in these quest streams now, getting the layout sorted, identifying what all of this means, you know, and how we're going to kind of put them down on paper. Obviously, I'm going to go in and flower these up a little bit more and make them look a little bit more presentable and get them on the website at some point. They won't stay in like bullet point form like this, you know, we'll actually get them written out nicely. But I think we've done a really good job of setting a premise for future streams. So, yeah. Sorry it's been a bit low energy today. I am exhausted. Very low energy vibe.
I think it's pretty
but we've
like
got a lot done.
normal.
So I'm proud of us. And yeah, on that note, I'm going to end stream here. So next stream will obviously be next week. From the looks of things, we need to go back to... we need to go back to a few places, really. I think it would be a good idea for us to go back to the Hymian Rises now. Because we really need to establish more about the dwarves, I think. So I think next week we might hop back into that region and just brush up on some things that we're missing. You know, even if it's just basic, like getting naming conventions down, like who runs, like who's the current king kind of thing, like who's the, you know, who's the head of each forge currently, that kind of stuff is just basic information that we're missing right now. So I think it'd be a good idea for us to hop there next time. You know, now that we've spotted the hole. Which happens, it's okay. Not everywhere can be as fleshed out as the Radiant Steps straight away, you know.
Oh god, yeah. But at least we established something today about the dwarves that we'll carry over to next time, which is that they're fancy, which we knew, but because of that sort of quality, that they have multiple names commonly.
Yes, which I think is going to be really fun and also hell on earth to do because I'm terrible at coming up with names. So thanks, Effect. Really appreciate it in advance.
I didn't think of this.
Do you know the Effect will fix it in post, which I definitely need to get on t-shirts. Yep.
Okay. I'll fix it in post.
Anyway, I'm going to call it there then, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Join us next week. We'll go into the Hymian Rises and look at the dwarves a little more. But in the meantime, hope everyone has a wonderful week. And don't forget to chat in the Discord if you feel like it. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.